Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and yes, this is the initial strat, and as you can see, we've got the team. I know a lot of you guys are so glad that you don't see a familiar guy with the blue hair, because we are not using him. We're not using Aladdin, and I know a lot of you guys are just jumping with joy after hearing that. But yeah, this is the team. We got Broly, Sid, Tengen with his familiar. If you don't have him, you can replace him with Aladdin, and if you don't have Aladdin, you can replace him with Conquest. If you don't have Conquest, yeah, I don't know. You can figure that one out yourself. But yeah, you can figure that one out by yourself. Then you got Newsman, and then you got Sanjiru, and you got, of course, Takaroda. But yeah, pretty much is the score for Traitless. I think towards at the very end of my run, the final frame, I had 38 enemies alive. And that, of course, includes some hobgoblins. So I'm not sure. Probably can push on to like 5, 7, 30. Maybe a bit more if you can optimize it. You can see I'll just speak about it within the run. So yeah, let's just get into this. Alright, so yeah, we're here now. That's just a ghost enemy or ghost summon, just ignore it. But yeah, pretty much gonna focus on farming and just surviving the early waves. Early waves is, well, it's not too hard, it's just that, well, it gets a bit difficult just depending on how many units place. You pretty much place a low amount anyway, so yeah. So yeah, just upgrade your Takaro there. But yeah, someone asked me if they wanna, like, in the comments of last video, to put a unit priority order. I'll put that in the top left, like, in terms of, like, what order you wanna go for upgrading your units. Wait, I should put the Sid nuke timer as well. So I'll try implement two things of those two things in the video. So I'll probably put Sid nuke time in the top right and the unit priority order in the top left. No upgrade. I don't know what I was doing there. Ignore that. Yeah, you get your attack order to upgrade 3 at this point. Upgrade 2 or 3, and you place your newsman here, Sanjiru here, Auto Arise. So he's gonna kill those mobs, and you're gonna summon, or summons of course. Then another newsman on the left over there. Your second Sanjiru, use Bear and Auto Rise, and the third Sanjiru, use Bear and Auto Rise. And then you get a Broly here. His range should be perfect when he gets blinded. Should be pretty much hitting that, covering that whole rectangle. So yeah, he just does a lot of damage to those, and he pretty much just gets most of your summons. Yeah, right now there's not really much to say, it's just pretty self-explanatory. Should be following it as to the best of your ability. Once your farm is max, you're placing your Broly over here. And another Broly over there. And your 3 Sids over here. The reason we're placing all 3 is because we want them to all get to, well, Shadow. And once they get to Shadow, we're going to be turning Auto off and having pretty much one of them swapping at all times. And the other 2 are just going to be stuck at Shadow, which is, I don't know if it's a bug or intended feature, but it's been here for like a month or 2, maybe 2 months already. Yeah. So just gonna assume it's a intended feature, and it's pretty nice, you know, in terms of just forcing only one Sid to swap. But yeah, you want to move 2 Spongeroos to the back and use Auto Ride on them. And here you turn Auto off for your Sids and make sure you get 1 to, of course, full AoE. You want to get to upgrade is at 9. Wait, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 9, upgrade 9. And that's when you can click Auto on. And you can see here, we clicked auto on that specific SID, the one that we upgraded, and you can see only that SID is swapping. So that's pretty much what you want. And then we get two Tengens placed here, and we're looking for the third one, but we're not going to place them yet. Yeah, just check through your units to see who's placed and who's not. Yeah, upgrade this Tengen, and pretty much Tengen with this familiar goes crazy, you know. Pretty much carries. He just does so much damage to the point where it just barely any leaks. Even when if he has 0.6 range, which is fun, you know. Does not have his best of his, like, he doesn't have his normal range, but he just has so much. It's because of his cost efficiency, that's why it's such a great unit, you know. It's like 56k yen to get to full AoE, you know. And that does not take too long to get to. And you can see, you'll see from here, just how much these mobs just get dealt with. In terms of like how much damage they take. Yeah, you can see that. He's applying Scorch to them, meaning he can crit onto them. Make sure you lock your main Sid, the one that you're gonna nuke with, so you have a visual representation of like visual and mental note of who you wanna go for. In terms of like who you're gonna be using your nuke on. If that makes sense. I hope it does. And now that's the second Tengen to upgrade 8. You can see there's legit no leaks anymore because they're pretty much just carrying, you know. And now you place your Tengen here, your last Tengen. And you get him to, of course, full AoE as well. Pretty much, yeah, in terms of unit priority order, it's that singular Sid into all Tengens to maxed. Then it's all Broly's maxed. And then it's going back to one of the Sids to more upgrade 9 as well. And getting Sanju's upgrade. Yeah, I'll go for Sanju's after that. Well, I guess in this one I go for the other Sid to upgrade 5. Is it 5? I don't know. So there's gonna be a lot of like times when I'm not speaking at all because there's nothing for me to say, you know. You're thinking why we're not spending our yen, but yeah, pretty much we're just waiting for 140k yen or 104k yen before we can max our Broly's. Because if you guys don't know, when you have Broly's placed down, they get cost reduction upon each crit. They need to do 30 crits. Once they hit 30 crits, they get a was it? Is it 30% cost reduction? I can't remember. I think it is. But yeah, if you upgrade him using the quick upgrade, it keeps that cost reduction pretty much. So yeah, you have that 30% cost reduction all the way around. So yeah, you just save about a lot of yen and a lot of time, I guess, because you're not waiting for the next cost reduction to happen. I'm sure a lot of you guys do know this already, but I just want to explain it for the people that don't know. And there you go. That's pretty much all we're doing. So we're just waiting for 104k yen, and then yeah, we're just doing that. But yeah, once that boss has died, the wave 31, you're gonna move that third Sanjari that was in the front, of course, to the back. Okay, at this point, all Broly should be maxed. You can see we're kind of low on summons, only 60 summons left. We've got a lot of leaks starting to pour in, and this is where you just start upgrading your SIDs. When you get one to full AoE, or upgrade 9, and then the other one to upgrade it. That's it. 5, yeah, 5. Or instead, you can get both of them to upgrade 5 and focus on your farm. Make sure that wave 45 you use your domain. Yeah, that's what you could do. You can get both to upgrade 5 because it only costs 27k yen to get them to upgrade 5. But it costs 73k yen total to get them to max. So it's better to go for 2 upgrade 5s initially. Because you see these ones that are leaking, they wouldn't leak otherwise. If you're able to like have... I mean, they would leak, but they'll be a lot less HP. Yeah, my English is not English. They will have a lot less HP in my days. Next, we're getting this guy to upgrade 5, and once he's at upgrade 5, we're going to prioritize upgrading our Sanjurus because you can see those leaks are getting quite dangerous. So yeah, once he's at upgrade 5, you're going to move the very front, very front newsman, and we'll slow these enemies, you know. You can see the one that's very much touching the stair spawn. Move that one at the back to stall these guys. Make sure you do that early. Oh, yeah, make sure. I'll just making sure I used it, but yeah, it's at wave 45 that when you use it. See, only 17 summons. It's looking quite dangerous. Pretty much you have to make no flaws at this point. You have to just slow them as much as possible. And make sure you kill those guys at the back. You know, you have to use your upgrade your Sanjurus. You guys will see how close it gets, you know, with these leaks. And at this point, you have to turn auto off on your Sid. See? Because you can't fit in 2 more summons. I mean, 2 more swaps at this point. Pretty much at this point, there shouldn't be no leaks. And yeah, look, he needs, was it 4 more attacks? That takes about, 4 more attacks that take 28 seconds plus the extra 30, was it 38 seconds to swap from? Well, maybe I could have, you know, maybe. It was actually a possibility to get 2 more swaps in, but, you know, you don't take the risks. So, if you guys want to push him for a better score, you can take the risk and go for 2 more swaps. Yeah, but pretty much at this point, you can move that third Sanjiv if you did not upgrade at all to the front, set him the closest, and upgrade him. You want him to get to at least upgrade 10 before you nuke. So you're going to be using your Sid nuke and your Sanjiv nukes. So you get ready and hit duo at 7 seconds remaining, hit duo. And at 4 seconds remaining, you hit the Sid nuke, the unit manager. And you can use your Sandra unit, there you are. And that's pretty much it for the strat. Like, subscribe, and yes, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.